In this class we will learn how to insert, visualize and edit parameters in the development of sketch and 3D operations. For the applications in this class, open the sketch file that is available. We go to the sketch environment of this piece by double-clicking on Sketch 1 in the project tree. See that the sketch is without dimensions, so let's scale it by applying the parameterization rules. To do this, we must launch the Dimension tool, and select the geometry that will be scaled, which in this case is the larger circumference. Note that since this is the first dimension we are creating, Inventor names it D0. For our organization, we can change this name to another one that we can easily remember in future changes. In the location where we must enter the value of the measure, we will put a name for this rule, I.E. for this parameter. We type the external name, which will be the name of this dimension, and then we put the equal sign, so that the inventor understands that this is a parameter. The value of the outer diameter will be 50 mm, and for this it is enough to put the number 50 after the equality sign. We press the Enter key and see that the dimension has been added. Note that when you try to change the dimension value, the name does not appear in the editable field, only the value. We will see how to check the name of each dimension later in this class. Let's repeat operations for the holes. In this case, the name of this dimension will be hollows. We put the equality sign, and in this case, the value of the diameter of the holes will be the result of the outer diameter divided by 5. To do this, we click on the quota of the outer diameter to add it, then we insert the split sign, which is the bar, and finally we put the number 5. In order for all holes to be the same value, we add the equality restriction between them, see. We repeat the sizing operations for the distance between the centers of the holes. In this case, the name of this dimension will be centers. We put the equality sign, and then the value 30, which will be the distance between centers. For the distance between centers of the remaining holes, we can add the equality restriction, or else scale, and in this case, we will scale. Since we have already set a parameter for this distance, we will select it. For this, we click on this arrow, and then on List Parameters, so that the parameters we create are listed. See that a list of all the parameters that we created appears, depending on their name. Let's select the centers parameter. We can apply a mathematical operation, for example, adding the centers parameter to another value. In case, as will be the same value, we leave only the parameter and press Enter. We click Finish Sketch and launch the Extrude tool. We select the profile that will be extruded, and in the place where we must enter the value of the extrusion, enter the name thickness and put the equality sign. We click this arrow and then click List Parameters. We select the parameter hours and subtract 5 mm, in this way the thickness of the workpiece will be the measure of the diameter of the holes minus 5 mm. We click OK and ready, the workpiece has been extruded. To view and edit the parameters, we must launch the Parameters tool. See that a table with the names and values of the parameters is shown. See that we can change both the name and the value of the rule. To validate the changes, simply click Update. In this class we learn how to insert, visualize and edit parameters in the development of Sketch and 3D operations.